back in October. So I do want to talk about that platform experience because this is the one scene that really got to me. The scene where the jackals it's like that one guy's like, "Do you hear that? I hear that." And it's just like the jackals come on and they just just start slaughtering everybody on site. It doesn't matter. And when we get to the scene where they have to cut the fuel line from the ship, from the vessel, and then Captain Keyes decides to do it, and he's by himself on the platform eventually. And these jackals go from kill on sight to like just staring at Captain Keyes.
Whoa.
So
he's important over there. He's important
character.
Wait a minute, hold on.
Character. Make groans and dinosaur vocals.
Dude. I'm not gonna lie though. That sequence where they lurch onto the platform and then start attacking. I like how I'll give it again. I'll give you a positive. I like how long the scene was and how drawn out it was because it was like they waited to cut to the other side to the Marine side after probably about 30 seconds because it was like they're all coming and I was like, okay. This would feel like an actual battle scene. If you saw that, the first thing you would do, unless you were trained, is not shoot. You'd freeze. So it's cool to see that, but that's probably the only thing that I like.
I didn't like that the jackals froze up for Captain Keyes. Like they're surrounding him and every other human has just been killed on sight, and Captain Keyes is just like, roar.
Yeah, no. Dude, they're doing the whole. Hold on. They're doing the whole Leo DiCaprio thing from the last Quentin Tarantino movie. They're like, right there, plot point. Can't kill him yet.
That's our guy.
Can't do it.
That's our guy. We're
Yeah,
just gonna surround him and not do anything with him.
Yeah, that one right there. Keep him right there. Okay.
Then he pulls that pipe out of his ass and it's just like,
where did that come from?
It's like so we go from like genocidal jackals to them freezing up all of a sudden because they see Captain Keyes. Captain Keyes is like, I have one of these from the games.
Yeah, he's like, hey, by the way.
And then the ship takes off, and I think what happens, the reason why the whole platform explodes is because the fuel line was still pumping fuel.
Makes sense, yeah.
All over. So when they lit the engines, it blew up the whole platform.
Yeah, that makes sense.
I think that's what happened.
Yeah. I had to rewatch that scene a couple times to understand really what happened.
Yeah, I actually had to watch it twice. I was just like, wait, why did everything blow up for a ship taking
Exactly.
off?
I was like, well, that's an awful big explosion for afterburners. This isn't NASA anymore. We've got like actual real propulsion devices. I don't know.
They've had Pelicans that have been able to take off where somebody's standing right here.
Did you?
There's like nothing happening.
Did you?
So why is this?
Did you catch the part where they didn't call it a Pelican? They called it a Condor.
Well, the Condor is a different ship.
Did they get it mistaken though? Because I'm pretty sure they got it mistaken.
I don't know. The Condor is based off the Halo 4 Pelican a little bit, but it's a bigger Pelican. It looks like it's a bigger Pelican.
Yeah.
It's like their version of the Millennium Falcon. That's what it is.
I hate this show.
Yeah. I don't mind it, but I'm like, okay, that's a pretty fat ship. What's its purpose? A gunship or not?
It's a pretty girthy spacecraft you got there.
Transportation device?
A girthy transportation device.
It's not a typical Pelican. That's where that's where it threw me off too.
It's just weird, man. There's just so many.
But that Captain Keyes death really ticked me off. I'm like,
none
of that made
Dude.
sense. Why did they just freeze? What you were like kill on sight 2 seconds ago? Why'd you stop?
I don't get it, man.
Stupid.
There's just so many things in this. Gotta lie. There's so many things in this show that are done conveniently for the plot that I know that all of the original creators of Halo, unless you guys have like deteriorated over the years, are probably rolling in your graves or in your nice sofa right now because there's just so many things that have just been decided to happen in this show that go so contrary to the entire nature of the show itself and to Master Chief. And I, for one, am having so much harder of a time staying along with the show because it's just every episode is just a drag. It's like slogging through something.
So then we have the engagement in the hallway. That's what. And this is another thing that ticked me off, right? It's like Master Chief is facing the Arbiter, and he's going
Yeah.
1-to-1. I'm like, yes, 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 this is cool. Yes, yes. And then all of a sudden, like, he picks up the energy sword. I'm like, yes, yes.
And you're like,
yes,
oh, finally,
yes,
finally,
yes,
finally, finally.
Yes. And then that other elite kind of just shoots him with the plasma pistol, and the Arbiter cuts his head off. And I'm like, that was so stupid.
I know.
I didn't laugh at that. Everybody on the internet seemed to have laughed. I'm not judging you guys because I guess it's semi-funny. But I was thinking to myself, they just totally robbed that epic sequence from me.
Yeah, epic
And
moment
I don't
gone.
like that. I did not appreciate it.
The only thing that I did like is kind of like the attitude of the elites at that point being like, what the fuck are you, bing, and just like knocked him off. Because it's not even like, for me, it's not funny. That's like a natural, like, yeah, you screwed up. You're going to die now. You big death, big die now.
I wanted a sword fight.
That's what I wanted.
I wanted a sword fight. And then you robbed me of my sword fight. And I don't know if you're going to bring it back in a later episode, but I wanted it right then and there.
Oh, dude, it would have been awesome. You would have like captured at least a little bit more interest. The only thing that I will say is that the VFX department again.
Especially since like you're selling that Chief doesn't have his armor. He's
Yeah.
more vulnerable. I'm like, no, if you're gonna do this, if you're gonna do the sword fight, this has got to be it. This is like that Zorro.
I was gonna say it was gonna remind me, if it happened, it was gonna remind me of I can't remember which scene it was, but it's a scene in Halo Wars, the original, where they're coming upon I think it's like it's the one where they're on the bridge.
Oh,
and
he's mine.
Yeah, and
that
they
guy.
just go, and I'm like, this is really cool, bro. And I was waiting for that moment, and then it never happened, and I was like, all right, never mind. The only thing that I will say, though, is the VFX for that particular shot of the Covenant cutting the other elites' head off.
That was pretty cool.
Dude, did you notice that it never fully fell off?
Yeah,
He cut it like right here up until the point where it's like
it had
this-
some skin on
yeah,
it.
where it just peeled back, and then he fell, and I was like, okay, that's dope.
And they
that's dope.
They got the blood in there too. Like
Yeah.
it wasn't fully cauterized.
Yeah,
Yeah.
dude, I was like, okay, that's dope. That's really
sick.
dope.
That was
that was
sick.
cool. You're
But I hate
Yeah,
it.
yeah,
I hate,
exactly,
it's like a
exactly.
Thing, it's like a thing that I have a love-hate relationship with. It's like, okay, the VFX are cool, but you robbed me
But-
of my sword fight.
exactly. You're like, it's
And I
really
hate
awesome.
it.
But
And I hate you for it.
exactly.
It's like I would rather take the Zorro sword fight. I would rather take the spar.
Yeah, dude.
And
like,
you robbed me of it.
I don't know.
That was the one thing that got me so angry. I'm like, why are we doing this? Stop. So this is
bro,
like,
for real. Yeah.
this is what the rest of the franchise has an issue with. It's like some sequences. Yes, yes, yes. No, dude.
Dude.
What are you doing?
Yeah, exactly. It's like, oh, it's getting interesting. It's getting. Oh, wait, are they gonna do something? Nope, never mind. Never mind. I'll go back to being
Exactly
depressed.
like that.
I'll go back to being depressed.
Exactly like that. I feel like I'm wasting my time.
For yeah, this entire show has been a waste of my time.
I was like sick while watching this episode.
Oh yeah.
And after watching it, I was like, I'm gonna go for a walk.
You get
I'm
done
going
with the
for a
episode, you're
walk.
like, yeah, I gotta. It's time to. Where's the nearest ravine? Where can I just drown myself in sediment, please? Oh, there go my
We're
Captain
in
Keys.
Washington. We're in the same place as 343.
There go my Captain Keys.
Oh, hold up. I got my Captain Keys right here too. Here.
I hate you people. Genuinely, from me to you, I do hate you. I hate you taking IPs and then just destroying them for whatever reason. I don't know why you do it. I don't know why you think you can do it better than the original source material.
I got to be really careful not to scratch the car over there.
You're like, yeah, well, here's my Captain Beer Can. Just like dome the Charger over there.
Yeah, Captain Keys went out like a freaking Captain Gasoline bucket.
Captain Keys is.
And okay, all right, so like this is where we finally move on. Like this is a new franchise. Captain Keys is dead before we ever go to the first race. I like
Yeah,
how,
okay.
I like how we just like focused on like, okay, what is this death, bro? Like this is so weird. And now we're just like, wait, so what happens in the first game now?
It's like, so how are you gonna patch this up, idiot? How is that even gonna happen?
So
What are you gonna do?
So is he not gonna get assimilated into the flood? Like that was the highlight of the first game is Captain Keys' flood.
Like
And like for the grave mine.
exactly. Like,
Proto Gravemind. I will get my facts right.